Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is part 2 of me answering the 100 questions about myself. If you haven't watched the first part, I would click off this video and go watch it now and then come back to this video. Right now, we're on question 51. Would you rather trade intelligence for looks or looks for intelligence? I am definitely a very academic person and I'd like to think I don't look that bad, but if I had to pick, I definitely would pick intelligence. Question 52. How often do you buy clothes? I do a lot of thrifting. Pre-COVID, I would go thrifting every Friday after school. So I would say once a week, but now it's kind of dotted about like once a month, so not that often. Question 53. Have you ever had a secret admirer? Not from what I know, so I'm gonna go with no. Question 54. What's your favorite holiday? Going to Switzerland with the guides. Okay, going back to this while I'm editing, I realised this isn't what the question's asking. It's asking like Christmas, Halloween, Easter, yada yada. So my favourite holiday is actually bonfire night, which I feel like's a weird one, but it's because we have like a tradition where like our family hosts a bonfire night for everyone in our local area and just like everyone gets together and it's just really nice. So like yeah, I like bonfire night, you know, November the 5th. Question 55. What is the most daring thing you've ever done? I like to think of myself as a daredevil and that I do a lot of like surprising things, but I've only just turned 18, so I haven't like gotten a cool tattoo or gone skydiving or any of that. So right now, the most daredevil thing I've done is trying to drive my little quad up my slide when I was like, I think I was like 7, and I flipped it back on myself and I now have a scar because I thought it was possible and it was not possible. Question 26. What's the last thing you recorded on TV? I don't think anyone's paying attention to the numbers, but I'm dyslexic, so I really struggle to read. Usually I'm fine with numbers, but like editing this, I'm realizing how much numbers I've read wrong. Like I look at the number, I know the number, and I say something completely different. And it's really irritating me while I'm doing this, because I'm just like, oh yeah, question 26, and I'm like, no Devin, it's 56. Like, you know it's 56, and I'm just like, no, it's 26, you know? So I now use Prime and Netflix, but like on our downstairs TV I used to record a lot of things, and the last thing I recorded on that TV would have been one of the Bones seasons. Question 57. What was the last book you read? The last book I read was the Divergent series books. They're written by Veronica Roth and I just recently reread them. Question 58. What's your favourite type of foreign food? So I am very much based in my culture of food, like beans and toast and all that. So I'm thinking down the line of like Chinese, Indian. So probably my favourite type of foreign food is some form of curry. I'm not a big fan of sushi and I really need to explore the world of foreign food. Question 29. Are you a clean or messy person? Yeah, I've just given up trying to fix these numbers. 29. Can you just not read your 5s? Both. I like everything being really organized, like in the house, like outside of my bedroom. I like everything being nice, organized, clean, disinfected, looking mwah. And then my room kind of looks like a bombshell, and then like once a week I'll like blitz it, clean everything, and then just let it get messy again. Question 60. Who would you want to play you in a movie of your life? Once again, I'm really bad with actors' names, but I've been watching a lot of Grey's Anatomy right now. I feel like April Kepner's character really relates to my life and the fact she grew up on the farm and she went down a medical path, so probably Sarah Drew. But then again, I'm not famous and I don't really look like her either. But if you guys have actors that you think look somewhat like me, comment them down below because I want to know. Question 61. How long does it take you to get ready? I am a very much roll out of bed, throw clothes on and go on with my day. Not that very fashionable, not that into makeup or hair. So literally, if I'm on a time crunch, I can get out my bed and onto the school bus in 2 minutes. But if I was to actually like get up, try to present myself and look nice, probably like 20 minutes. I'm very efficient. I just like to get things done. If I know I need a job done, it's done in the shortest amount of time I can do it. Question 62. What kitchen appliance do you use every day? My milk frother. I literally got it like 2 weeks ago and I'm obsessed with it. But also like a fish slice, they're pretty handy for like cooking stuff. Question 63. What is your favourite fast food chain? I really like Subway and I always get the same thing and it's really good and it's a staple and it's cheap. Question 64. What is your favourite family recipe? Probably the fatty cutty recipe. We got the recipe from my granny and I just like fatty cutties. I remember growing up making them with my granny. They taste banging. Question 65. Do you love or hate roller coasters? Love them. So fun. I don't know why I didn't mention this when I was recording the video because it is like one of the memories that like stuck in my head. But when me and my family like go to like theme parks or whatever, me and my dad always ride all like the scary rides together because Campbell's never really interested in it and mum doesn't like them. So it was always like me and my dad would go ride all these like hella terrifying roller coasters. And there was this one time that like all these guys were on a stag do and they were all like freaking out and they're like, I'm not going on it, I'm not going on it. Because my mum was overhearing it, like all these men being like, it's terrifying, I'm not going on it. And then it stops and who rocks out of this roller coaster? Little like, I think I must have been 8, but I was a very small 8-year-old, like, so I looked younger. I just bounced off this roller coaster like, woo, yeah, so fun. And all the guys on the stag do just look at me and they're like, we can't not go on it now, come on, this little girl did it, that'll just be embarrassing if we don't do it. And I was just like, yeah. But no, like I freaking love roller coasters. Question 66. What's your favourite family tradition? We have our Christmas dinner on Christmas Eve and we have like the majority of our family over on Christmas Eve to celebrate the Christmas dinner with us. So yeah. Question 67. What's your favourite childhood memory? Playing Jurassic Parks with my brothers. Question 68. What's your favourite movie? Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. Question 69. How old were you when you learned Santa wasn't real? Are you telling me Santa isn't real? Question 70. Is your glass half full or half empty? It depends on the situation. If you're drinking it, it's half empty. If you're filling it up, it's half full. I hate this question. This is not about optimism or pessimism, it's just purely what you are doing with the glass. This question really annoys me. This question aggravates me. Question 71. What's the craziest thing you've done in the name of love? I don't think I've really been in love, so I've never done anything really crazy. Yeah, I don't think I've done anything crazy in the name of love. Not yet anyways. I'll keep you updated if anything happens. Question 72. What's 3 items you would take with you on a deserted island? I don't know, something to communicate with people, as much water as they would allow me to take, and a boat. Yeah, and a boat. Because surely I'll figure my way home. Question 73. What's your favourite subject in school? Probably either of chemistry, biology, geography, but this year I'm really enjoying the biology course. Question 74. What is the most unusual thing you've ever eaten? Nutella and cheese, and it's really fucking good. Question 75. Do you collect anything? I collect rocks. Like right now you're balanced on a jar just full of pebbles. Also each beach I go to I pick up a rock, and I really should start like engraving these rocks to show which beaches I've gone to, but I'm way too lazy to. I also collect sea glass and crystals and cattle ear tags. Question 76. Is there anything you wished would come back into fashion? I feel like I just have a weird fashion sense anyways, so I just kind of go with whatever, but I really want pattern trousers to come back into fashion. Apart from leggings, I don't like pattern leggings, I find them weird. Question 77. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? I think I'm an introvert. I am very comfortable spending time by myself, and even when I'm out with people I feel like I'm really awkward and I just kind of sit there. So probably more introverted, but I do enjoy going out and hanging out with friends. Question 78. Which of the 5 senses would you say is your strongest? I'm just gonna go with my sight purely because I have 20/20 vision, and I think that's the best vision you can have. Question 79. Have you ever had a surprise party? Coming back from the octopus trip when I was 17, me and this other lass, she just turned 16, I just turned 17. They threw a mini surprise party on the boat while we were coming back. So it wasn't a massive surprise party. Me and her went to go get coffee and painkillers because I had a killer headache. And I came back and there's like this little happy birthday flag up, we had a cake, and we had little baggies of presents for us, and it was cute. But apart from that, no, I've never had a surprise party. Question 80. Are you related or distantly related to anyone famous? The most famous person I'm related to, which is really distant, is the old Manchester manager with the last name, does he have the last name Moyes? I don't know, he's somewhere related on my mum's side of the family. He's one of the managers that everyone hates, so I don't really flex on that. But I'm distantly related to him. He doesn't know at all who I am, but I found out I was related to him like last year. Question 81. What do you do to keep fit? I do a lot of walking. I play octopus hockey and I horse ride. And I occasionally run, but I have really bad knees, so I don't run a lot. I also do the whole 10-minute like full body workouts on YouTube, which is pretty good. But yeah, as long as I'm healthy, I don't really focus on keeping fit, as long as my body feels good. Question 82. Does your family have a motto? Our motto, don't shop in Tesco's. Which that's like moral reasons. I can go into that whole new other day. Question 83. If you're a ruler of your own country, what would be the first law you would introduce? I think a good law that would help the people that need it would be having the minimum wage be higher, because it is really low. And I personally, I get paid minimum wage for my waitressing job, but I do have other sources of income, so it's not a huge worry for me at the minute since I am living with my parents. But I think to help everyone else out, definitely raising the minimum wage would be one of the first things I would change. Question 84. Who is your favourite teacher in school and why? So I'm still in school and I really get along with all my teachers. But my favourite teacher at the minute has to be between Miss Ferguson and Miss Warwick, just because I'm really friendly with the both of them. Question 85. What 3 things do you think of the most each day? What I'm going to have for breakfast, what I'm going to have for lunch, and what I'm going to have for tea. I'm really food orientated. Question 86. If you had a warning label, what would yours say? Probably that I'm just way too honest, I'm really blunt, and I'm overall just a very annoying person. But I feel like I come across really timid before someone knows me, and then when you get to know me, I just go off like a bomb and I'm just like crazy as anything. Question 87. What song would you say best sums you up? So I hated my answer for what I said on that one. So I was just going through my playlist right now, and I think at this very time, I don't think you can see this. Anyways, it's Anyone Have a Map by Dear Evan Hansen, the musical. Not from Evan's point of view, from the mother's point of view of like, I have no idea what's going on, I need a map to like guide me through this life, but I'm just kind of like going in blind and I have no idea what I'm doing. I feel like that best sums me up at the minute, because I just have no idea what my future holds and it's kind of freaking me out, and I wish I had like a map or something to guide me, but I don't. Question 88. What celebrity would you like to meet at Starbucks for a cup of coffee? Tom Holland, because he's really cute. Question 89. Who was your first crush? Probably Harvey Field. He was one of my neighbours and he went to my school in primary. I still keep in contact with him. He was probably my first crush from when I was like small. Question 90. What was the most interesting thing you can see out of your office or kitchen window? Probably the most interesting thing you would see out my kitchen window is Grays, which they pretty much just like deliver coal and shift cattle. I also don't work in an office, so we'll go out my bedroom window. There's this cool island with a lighthouse on it. When we were growing up, my granny would always be like, oh, what's the man in the lighthouse wearing? And you'd have to look out the window and use your imagination and make up this like outfit for the man in the lighthouse and what he's wearing. So you'd walk out and he's like, he's wearing a giraffe hat with a pink top and a green skirt and leopard print leggings, and that's what the man in the lighthouse would be wearing. Question 91. On a scale of 1 to 10, how funny would you say you are? I'm really not a funny person, I don't feel, so I would probably have to go like a 6 on a good day. Question 92. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? So in 10 years I'll be 28. So compared to my 5 years, I still hope I have a stable job. I still hope I'm happy. I hope by this time I've worked past a lot of my issues and I'm probably in a relationship maybe. Maybe by 28 I'll have a house instead of like a flat. But I really don't know what I'm gonna do in 10 years. I hope I've done a lot of traveling. Question 93. What was your first job? My first like job was probably working on the farm, but my first physically paid job was a waitress. Question 94. If you could join any past or current music group, which would you want to join? Leave the Skillets, because I love their music and they all look bomb as fuck. Question 95. How many languages do you speak? I speak one language fluently, English, but I know how to say hello, my name is Devin in French, and Spanish. Question 96. What is your favourite family holiday tradition? Eating Christmas dinner on Christmas Eve. Question 97. Who is the most intelligent person you know? So like life smart, definitely my dad. My dad is really smart, although he's not academically smart. I feel like if he had applied himself he would have been, but he is really dedicated to his job as a farmer and he is really life smart. But I don't know the most academic intelligent person I met. Probably one of the vets that have been at our farm, or one of the doctors I've been at, but like I couldn't place a name on one. They're just an intelligent person. I've never met someone like famous for their knowledge. Question 98. If you had to describe yourself as an animal, which one would you be? I really don't know. I feel like I'm quite like a cat. Like I'm annoying and needy, but also I'll ignore you all day and be grumpy at you and I plot your death. Yeah, I'm probably most like a cat. Question 99. What is one thing you will never do again? Drive a quad up a slide. Question 100. Who knows you the best? I'm quite open in general. A lot of people know a lot of things about me, but going like deep dark into every personal detail, like apart from myself, it probably has to be my brother's fiance Jen, because I speak to her a lot, and although she may not know my favorite colour, she knows all my trauma, so I feel like that's like, she knows me the deepest in that way. So that is all the 100 questions. I hope you got to know me a little bit better. I don't think it shows the full me, and I don't think 100 questions would ever do that. And hopefully you'll learn more about me as you watch more videos. Like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. But yeah, I will see you all again. Bye!